one more water. Thank goodness. Let's turn that on. All right. I'm waiting for some of our friends to get in. We are. Hey, is that Shelly? Are you up, Shelly? Are you kidding me? Get out of Dodge, baby. What are you doing up? I'm so glad to see you. Nicole, what do you say, Maxine? I see you, Bling. Is that bombshell? You're the best, baby. All right, I'm alive. Were you worried about me being alive? I feel horrible that you're up, boo. So here we are. We're gonna drive Bray Road together, and then we're gonna head home to you, Mama. Well, let's go ahead. We're waiting for this guy. It looks like a cop car. Yeah, it probably is a coppity coppity. But we're gonna wait for him to go, and then we're gonna ride the road. Oh yeah, it is. It is. Okay. Yeah, I'm doing good. All right. We just did a live stream. We're checking out for the beast. You see anything weird out here? No, no, haven't seen anything. Oh, you wouldn't be able to tell me if you did, would you? If I saw something like that. You're all right, man. I haven't seen them yet, though. So 5 years for me, and I haven't seen them yet. 5 years? Oh, they're probably afraid of you. Maybe. All right, thank you for checking, boss. That we still carry. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I bet. Right. How far is the road? How far is Bray Road if we just drove down the road? Probably 2.5 miles. 2.5. That's what I was thinking. I'll be hands free. All right, sounds good. Thanks, boss. Yeah. I had a feeling. I had a feeling that would happen sooner or later, and that's how you deal with it. That's good. Just checking to make sure we're okay. Hopefully, he didn't get a call on us being out here making a mess of ourselves, but there we go. All right, so we got some friends. You guys do me a favor and share. We got our diehards here, and I'm glad to see you. Let's go ahead and check out our 2.5 miles. I guess we could have walked it. I'm glad to know, but I'll tell you, it was freaky up around this corner. And it is raining pretty good, so let's see what we can see, guys. It's not going to be the greatest with the rain that we have, but let me get my little hands-free thing here. So, of course, it just had to really start pegging down the rain as we're going. So 5 years, he's not yet to see the beast. Yet to see the beast. I was hoping Creech would come out here in 5 minutes. Look at the steam coming across the road. Isn't that something? Wow. So this is where I went into the cornfield and got freaked out. Something was in there with me. And I kid you not when I say something was in that corn with me. I heard it. I heard it clear as day. And somewhere right in here, I think it's right about here is where we went in. I didn't walk down too much farther after that. Look at the steam in the road and the storm. This is Bray Road. The beast has been sighted along this road. Now, I didn't ask the officer that, but interestingly enough, over 30 times in 10 years, law enforcement has been called because of the beast of Bray Road. Somebody says they've seen it, and they have to come out and log those. There's people that live all along here, and they sometimes are the ones making those calls. But more often than not, it's a motorist at a time like this. Could you imagine? Oh my goodness, if we say something right now, oh wow, something ripping across that road. Now the fact is, we would only see it if it chose to come across the road at this point, you know. Now it sounded like fireworks, but the odd thing is, it's pouring the rain. I don't imagine there should be fireworks at 4 a.m. with the rain pouring. So if it wasn't raining now, I'd be half tempted to walk just from one point A to point B. Now, I don't know if you guys can see in the distance those lights. This is that lightning. There's homes here. Now there's a lot more homes on this end than where we were. We were more in the farmland. There's a few homes here, but just beyond the homes, there's a lot more field land. Now, a lot of the sightings of the Beast of Bray Road have been along these homes. The secondary road right here, Brookwood, factors in as well. Actually, that would be a really good road to go for a bike ride. I wanted to take my bike. I'm glad I did because I don't have a good cover for it anymore. The cover got ripped to bits. But in the wind of all things. But this is Bray Road and the Beast, home of the Beast. I think one of the stories that really got it started was at the other end where we spent the majority of the night. It was a woman that had seen the Beast At first, she thought that it was just a large dog in the road or possibly a bear until it stood on two legs and she saw what was in its arms, another full-grown dog, a German Shepherd. Pretty cool. Yeah, I'm wondering if somebody that maybe cruised by might have called the police officers on us wandering around, which is understandable. In fact, a lot of times, guys, I'll be honest with you, I should have thought to do that. Sometimes I'll register and I'll be like, look, I'm going to be out there wandering around 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Just let the local law enforcement know you're going to be nosing around. Sometimes I'll do that. A lot of times I just kind of play it like if I'm not bothering anything, I'm not breaking any laws, or not harming anybody, then, you know, then I just want to be left alone. But at the same time, I'm just, I'm out at such odd times doing such odd things that it's bound to happen that I get somebody with a pew pew. I don't have to say that over here, do I? Can I say gun over here? Probably can. So somebody shot at us and tried to kill us, I guess, with a gun. I don't know if they tried to kill us or they missed intentionally, but took a shot at us recently. And that's something that I'm afraid of more than the animals and more than monsters and stuff, to be honest with you, is more afraid of some crazy person or somebody even that thinks they're well within their rights to shoot at me because I'm on their property or they think I'm on their property or I scared them. And to be honest, I do a lot of stuff, and I think Shelley worries. Maybe that's why she's up right now, um, walking along in fields and nights and doing this kind of stuff alongside roads, and I'm going to get hit by a car or something. But I do worry about that stuff more than I worry about seeing the beast of Bray Road leaping out right now. I worry more about a deer hitting us running down the road than a werewolf. But this is amazing to be out here. I wish I could have the windows down with you guys. This, this is Bray Road. This is the place, right? Here's the Hollywood treatment, the movie The Beast of Bray Road. It doesn't get much of it like, but it does get the initial terror that some of the people experience and some of the fear. It's a looping, 7 foot tall beast. It looks like it's a talk about earlier. And um, this is all farmland, and some people do keep livestock through here, keep horses. There's been more than one instance of horses dying mysteriously, something feeding on them in a very strange manner. Something kind of like you would see with alien autopsies. I mean, just random weird things. Uh, I have to be honest, I can tell you that over here, this coincided with the time of Satanic panic in this area too, which led to very heavy supernatural feel to the Beast of Bray Road. Imagine if you were living during the height, if you don't know what the Satanic panic was during the 80s, was the epicenter, the heyday. It was a hyper spiritual movement, but it was a hyper spiritual movement coming against Satanism, which was at the time there was an element of satanic worship, but it was very, very overblown. Now something's in the road there. It looked like something standing not to the left, but to the right of that mailbox. What the hell was that? Line playing tricks on me, I reckon, huh? Huh. Thought I saw something there. But people were convinced that young people, punk rockers, and anybody wearing black, that they were worshiping Satan. If you played with an Ouija board, or if you played Dungeons and Dragons, or gosh, if you watched the Cabbage Patch Dolls or the Smurfs, you know, you were involved in Satan worship. I mean, it was really, really rampant belief. And there was something to it, but it wasn't as widespread with people doing rituals and killing cats and things, as people said, but it did happen. At any rate, that coincided with what was going on with the Beast of Bray Road as well. And people, of course, are going to automatically tie those things together. We're going to go ahead and do a UE here and hopefully not get Mr. Johnny Law in trouble with us. let's just go back from whence we came and see this little spot I just passed. And then we're going to head on home. You guys can hang out with me for a little while. I got to set up my GPS when I get to the other end. You're more than welcome to hang out. And if Shelly's still up, I'll hop off with you. I'll call her in just a minute, actually. Shelly Belly, you don't have to wait up for me, kiddo. One, I can crawl in the window or come through the chimney. You know how it is. All right. It's froggy out. It's 67 degrees. We're on Bray Road. This is our second pass on Bray Road tonight. Great thing about this, I believe it'll be able to keep this live. Be able to see this again if I missed anything. But I'm going to try to do a little bit more scanning. Wow, that was cool. No, it's not going to be too great with the rain and going 20 miles an hour, but you never know. Now, what I had seen before that I thought was, I guess it was just that fence post maybe, and that something about that patch. I think this is, I don't want to show some of these folks like their addresses or anything like that, but this big area that has posted no trespassing, I believe this is the property that, hold on a second. This is Bray Farm. And I couldn't remember if it was the north end or the south end from what I seen on the map. So this whole area would be owned by them, the Brays, on both sides, and this is probably their people now. This real nice house here, that's house. I'm not going to show an address or anything, but I imagine that's probably going to be their people that own that. The old homestead's going to be on that side, on that back side where I'd seen that post would be the old homestead. And that's where they had some really creepy stuff happen at night. Hearing something once on the roof of the house, something heavy moving around up there, scared everybody. One of the children in the house swore that they had seen something multiple times in the backyard. Something, the thing that always frightened me, my grandpa told me some of these stories when I was a child, that whatever it was, it had glowing red eyes. Sometimes the story said yellow or orange, but glowing eyes that it would peer into the kids' windows, and it seemed to particularly like to torment children. But that police officer said he's never seen the beast. He's been here for 5 years, and of course, maybe he'll keep an eye out now. Who knows? Who knows? That'd be cool. The hospital to the left. Wow. That's where I would be taken if the beast had found me out tonight and decided to go. Couldn't finish me. I lived. Where would the hospital take me? Probably all the doctors know that if somebody's brought in as a beast's victim, they're doomed. Probably euthanize the patient before the change happens. Kill them before they kill others. These doctors at this hospital, they're not like your doctor. Sometimes they're tracked down immediately. Other times, well, they get away. Very nice officer, though. A lot of times when I'm out and about, so I usually don't bother with officers. Shelly already knows this, so it doesn't matter to me. But I'll go riding around at night with my bike, or I'll go walking, and I got all these flashlights and things. And I got my knives, and I know the knife laws, and I know all the laws about the stuff that I have with me, but I still don't want to be bothered. The whole point of me being out at 2, 3 in the morning, guys, it's not because I like hanging out with a bunch of people, obviously, or else I wouldn't be out at 2, 3, 4 in the morning doing weird stuff like this. I just wouldn't be. So, that being said, oh, isn't that beautiful? I love lightning. No thunder so much, but the lightning. and it's on point. But at any rate, I run into police officers quite a lot, or they run into me, and most of the time they never see me, and I never bother. I'm not breaking the law anyway, so when I see cars in general, I don't really have my lights on. Like, I only do that when I'm on a live stream with you. The only time I'm conspicuous and not inconspicuous is when I'm with you guys. Um, Most of the time at night, I have my lights off. Like, I'd walk up and down the road with my lights off. I'd turn them on very infrequently. I'd try to, cup the light, keep the light away as much as I can from houses. And if I did see the light of a car at the end of the road, I'd always step off into the shadows. I always turn off the light and I get away. I don't do it assuming that it's a police officer, but many times it is. I do it assuming it's a person, and I don't like people. I just don't like a bunch of persons. I don't like a bunch of peoples. I don't. I love you guys. That's the great thing about this. I can hang out with you guys, but I don't have to worry. I don't have to worry about people. I don't have to worry about you getting hurt or keeping up. I don't have to worry about giving away our position. I don't have to worry about any of that stuff. It's like hanging out with the perfect assistants. I love it. So most of the time, that officer, if I had been out, if it hadn't been for my truck there, he had never have known I was there. The minute I see a car even getting anywhere near the road, I'm off, and I'm down on the ground, I'm down low, and I always watch the cars go zooming by. Most of the time, even if they know that I'm there, even if they're looking, even if somebody called and said, "Hey, there's a weird guy with a mustache, and I saw him with all these lights and a big knife. He's walking down the road." So the police are already looking to come and kind of not harass, but it's looking something to do. Oh boy, that sounds like a fun call to be on. Let's go look for him. And I'll see two or three police cars coming up and down the road, and all respect to the police officers, but I've done no wrong. And I don't really want to be bothered for the next 3 hours of my night, or however long it takes for them to realize that I've done no wrong and explain myself for the umpteenth freaking time. So what would I rather do? Well, I'd rather go full ninja mode and slip off into the weeds and hide until they go by. And it works every time. Mm-hmm. Unless I am looking for assistance. I mean, why bother? It's just as easy to slip behind one of those trees or, something like that. Go into the cornfield and just wait for them to go by and then leave from whence you came. We're on Bray Road. It's raining right now, as you can probably tell, but it is still Bray Road, the Bray Road, made famous by the infamous Beast of Bray Road, which I have been sincerely wanting to meet since my childhood. Wanting to meet it safely from a tall tree or the safety of a car, but what I'm really hoping for with my friends here on Uncle YouTube, I'm hoping that we'll have, to see, like Chewbacca run across the road right now. To see a big ass hairy wolf man stop in the road for a picture for all of us on YouTube. Look at that fog in the road, isn't that great? For him just to have a pretty as a picture moment for us so we can get it all, not a blurry photo, not a fuzzy photo, not a bad video, something good. And then for this live stream to actually work and actually be able to see it. Can you guys all send some positive vibes, some Wolfman type vibes? We want to see one, damn it. And I wouldn't mind if I got in a slight wreck with it and knocked it down and get Harry Henderson his ass and take him home. Maybe let him bite me. Just a little nibble. See what happens. I'd like some kick-ass superpowers. I really would. Let's get out of here before I get my wish. I wonder if I could do this, but I got to park here for just a second again so I can put in the coordinates. Call Shelley Ballet. Yeah. US 12 West closed unless you're not a sissy. Yes. Well, you know what? I got to turn around for just a second, guys. Freeway entrance. Hopefully I won't get in too much trouble for that. I got to do this. Just got to do it. But I got to put a call in to the lifeline, the wifeline. Hold on a second. Let's see who's here. Sorry, guys. I'm talking to myself. All right. Now, wow, you look at that. 24 friends. I can't even read the chat. It's so small. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Kristen. We have concluded our tour of Bray Road in the rain. That was a lot of fun, huh? I'm gonna check in with Shelly. She might have went to bed, if so, I don't want to bother her. But I love you guys. I'm glad you came with me. You made me feel safe. I didn't get eaten tonight, but we also didn't get a really good picture of the beast. So try again later. Sucks. Love you guys.